Very good evening. We are live from New Delhi. You're watching DD India Sports Buzz. I'm Abhishek Mahajan. In the next half an hour, we'll get you all the latest news and updates in sports. We'll get you the headlines first. India and South Africa prep for T20I series decider in Johannesburg. Ruturaj Gaikwad likely to make a comeback in the 11 in place of Shubman Gill as men in blue look to level the series. Fifth day of Khelo India Para Games 2023 underway. Haryana tops the medal tally. Para athletes in awe of the facilities praised the initiative by the government. And Champions League round of 16 draw confirmed. Arsenal face tricky fixtures as Manchester United crash out. All right, we'll start with cricket. Team India will face South Africa in the third match of the T20I series in Johannesburg today. South Africa is leading the rain-hit series. First match ended in no result as rain played a spoiled spot. South Africa rallied to a comfortable victory as they won the second game by 5 wickets with DLS method. As the two teams lock horns in the final match, the onus will be on the Indian team to secure a victory and level the series. India likely to make few changes in the 11. Ruturaj Gaikwad, if he is fit, he might come in place of Shubman Gill. Now, after cricket, all updates from the first ever edition of Khelo India Para Games 2023. Right, Khelo India Para Games 2023 is going on, and DD India's Deepika had an exclusive interaction with Paralympian Bhavina Patel participating in the inaugural edition of Khelo India Para Games. Bhavina hailed the government for this initiative and talked about women empowerment as well. Listen.
गवर्नमेंट ने जो ये इनिशिएटिव लिया है कि खेलो इंडिया को एक मंच मिला है जिसकी वजह से प्लेयर्स अभी बहुत उभर के बाहर आ रहे हैं और एक प्लेटफॉर्म मिला है जिसकी वजह से सबको अपनी जो पहचान है वो दिखाने का एक ज़रिया मिला है। तो मैं गवर्नमेंट को बहुत थैंक्स कहना चाहती हूँ कि ये खेलो इंडिया जैसे और भी मंच बनने चाहिए जिसकी वजह से हर एक खिलाड़ी अपनी प्रतिभा को प्रदर्शित कर सके और अपना बेस्ट परफॉर्मेंस दे सके।
Now, Pragya Gildiyal also expressed her delight and said that the government is setting a new benchmark in this sporting landscape.
मैं बहुत ज़्यादा अप्रिशिएट करना चाहती हूँ गवर्नमेंट को और मैनेजमेंट को क्योंकि उन्होंने इतना बड़ा स्टेप लिया है कि उन्होंने अपनी तरफ से वो कॉन्फिडेंस दिखाया है उन सभी दिव्यांग प्लेयर्स के लिए जो अपने आप को रिप्रेजेंट करना चाहते हैं आउटसाइड कंट्री भी, बट समहाउ क्योंकि उनके पास पैसे नहीं है, फाइनेंशियल क्राइसिस है, तो वो नहीं जा पाते हैं। बट ये एक ऐसा प्लेटफॉर्म है कि वो अपने इंडिया में रह के अपने गेम को, अपने टैलेंट को परफॉर्म कर सकते हैं।
Also, Raj Arivandan, who is participating in the men's para table tennis event, said that they are extremely happy to participate in the event and this will motivate the players further to do even better. Listen.
This is my 12th or 13th national championship. This is the first time in India they are conducting para games for para sportsmen. So this is a more motivation and more encouragement for the youngsters, for the Indian para table tennis players and more the sports persons. So this thanks to Modi sir, thanks to sports secretary, everything. Thank you once again.
Now, skill, will and thrill are on full display at Khelo India Para Games being held in the national capital, New Delhi. Former players and athletes hailed this initiative by the government and hope that Khelo India will prove to be a game changer. DD India's Abhishek Mahajan reports.
Khelo India Para Games, the inaugural edition, is not only catching the attention of many but igniting euphoria across India. There are signboards to inform and attract the Delhiites, mascot Ujjwala to welcome, and huge participation of athletes who are not only enthusiastic but showing why Khelo India Para Games is already a huge success.
देखिए, पहली बात तो माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी को मैं बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद देना चाहूँगा क्योंकि खेलो इंडिया का माध्यम से जो स्पोर्ट्स का चाहे वो इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर हो, चाहे खेल क्षेत्र में खिलाड़ियों को एकदम जो है प्रांतिक क्षेत्र से ढूंढ के लाने का कार्य हो, ये माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी का ये भावना, ये चिंतन के साथ ही संभव हो रहा है।
यहाँ पर जो इवेंट हमारे चल रहे हैं, हमारे 19 कैटेगरी चल रही है यहाँ पर, और 19 कैटेगरी में जितने भी ऑल ओवर स्टेट से हमारे जो है 30 स्टेट्स पार्टिसिपेट कर रहे हैं, जिसमें 103 पैरा एथलीट्स पार्टिसिपेट कर रहे हैं। अब जब ये लोग दूरदर्शन पे देख रहे हैं आपके किस तरीके से गेम चल रहे हैं, हमारे पास खूब कॉल्स आ रही हैं कि हमें भी पार्टिसिपेट करना है, हमें भी पार्टिसिपेट करना है। तो अब एक इस तरीके का देश में माहौल बन रहा है कि हमारे खिलाड़ी काफ़ी आगे आने वाले हैं।
For any nation to become a sporting nation, work at the grassroots level is important. Athletes competing here are in awe of the facilities provided.
Professionally conducted and international officials is here, so food is very nice, and especially I am talking about volunteers. They are normal people, but they are helped a lot.
Achieving excellence in sports necessitates not only substantial socio-economic progress, but also a large talent pool that has access to high-quality sports infrastructure and resources. India, boosted by significant socio-economic growth and well-designed policy initiatives, has successfully cultivated both of these crucial elements. The Khelo India Para Games promising to be a spectacle of inclusivity, resilience and athletic excellence. With 1,400 participants competing and able support of the government, Khelo India Para Games 2023 is already a huge success. But while we celebrate the success, it's important to remember that this process has to go on. With cameraman Saurabh Bakshi, this is Abhishek Mahajan in Delhi for DD India.
The inaugural edition of Khelo India Para Games is witnessing participation of many international level athletes as well. One of them is Harry Parashar, who recently participated in the BRICS Games and bagged a bronze medal. Harry says that the Khelo India platform will gear him up even better for upcoming international tournaments.
Experience is very fantastic in BRICS game at held on South Africa. We got two bronze medal in BRICS games, one in team and one in डबल्स के। अच्छी चीज़ करी है गवर्नमेंट ने कि पैरा गेम्स को लेके बहुत बढ़ावा, बहुत ही ज़्यादा एकदम इसके ऊपर ध्यान दिया गया है। खेलो इंडिया को लेकर, मतलब पैरा गेम्स को लेकर, पैरा के एथलीट्स को लेकर, तो इससे क्या है कि खिलाड़ी भी निखर के आएंगे। हमें नहीं पता, हमें बस यही पता है कि नॉर्मल्स प्लेयर ऐसे खेलते हैं, लेकिन जब तक हम मौका नहीं देंगे तो जब तक हमको पता नहीं चलेगा। तो ये भी बहुत अच्छी चीज़ हुई है।
And hailing from Telangana state, Hitesh Dolwani is a para table tennis player and an entrepreneur as well. Participating in the inaugural edition of Khelo India Para Games, Hitesh expressed his happiness and also talked about future endeavours. Take a listen.
Today is day 5 of Khelo India Para Games. This is the inaugural edition of the prestigious games, and we have with us Hitesh, who is a para table tennis player. Let's talk to him and understand what his experience has been so far. A very warm welcome to DD India. You had your first game of the day, the para table tennis. How was it?
It was good. A bit tough, yes. You need to get accommodated to the conditions here because we play in a smaller hall. There's a bigger hall. It's a wonderful setup. In fact, it's a pleasure playing out here. The arrangements have been really good. Towards the accommodation also, they could have been a bit better. Otherwise, everything is good. And we have Prime Minister Modi and Anurag Thakur who have been supporting the para players a lot. We have been to the Asian Games. It was a wonderful experience there. Then we happened to get a speech from Mr. Modi and Anurag in Delhi. In fact, we were here on the first and second. And then we just moved out back for this.
All right, and when we talk about the competition, because you've played at international levels as well, international arenas as well. When we talk about the competition level and the arrangement level, how do you see it if we compare the two?
Arrangements has really been good, in particular with transportation and food has all been good. They have taken care of everything, of the players and everything. The kit has been good. The support staff has been very good.
The preparations for the upcoming bigger events, because we have Paralympics, the Paris Olympics are upcoming in the next year. How do you see this platform of Khelo India that can help you in your future endeavors?
This is definitely at the level of the international standards because the stadium itself is of that standard. So preparing here for a tournament would be a great opportunity for all the players. Because elsewhere, if you see anywhere in other academies, you would not get such a prestigious hall to play in. This has been there since my childhood. I played my sub-junior and junior nationals here long back. So in that part, yes, it makes a lot of difference when you play in an atmosphere like this because that helps you gearing up for your international tournaments.
Right. And when we talk about the opportunity that the para players are getting through Khelo India Para Games, what do you think? How is it going to help the other para players, emerging players as well?
It should be really good. They have been, from the government side, they have been very supportive toward the para side. They have always been backing us up. And yes, the players have also performed in the athletic side, table tennis, badminton. We have got 111 medals in the Asian Games. So yes, we are trying our best. They are giving us the backup.
What is your next goal?
Let's see if I get qualified for the Paralympics. Trying my best.
All the best to you, and thank you so much, Hitesh, for joining us.
Thank you so much.
So this is Hitesh talking about how this initiative can help the players as well, the emerging para players as well, and how they are now setting the tone for the upcoming Paralympics, the 2024 Paris Olympics as well. This is Deepika reporting from IG Stadium with camera person Saurabh for DD India.
All right, let's go across to Deepika now. She is joining us with more updates. Deepika, day 5 of Khelo India Para Games, looking at the participation of the athletes and the support that they have been getting, this is already turning out to be a huge, huge success.
Indeed, Abhishek. When we are here since morning, and we've been talking to many officials, many players, and many other support staff as well. And we came across very stupendous stories. There is one story of para athlete Sandeep Dangi, whose only 10% body is active and rest 90% is numb. But then he went on to bag a bronze medal at the Asian Games, at the Para Asian Games, and now he's participating at the inaugural edition of Khelo India Para Games. And through this platform, he's trying to inculcate a sense of knowledge, a sense of experience for himself, as well as a sense of knowledge and experience for the budding para athletes as well. Because the beauty of this particular edition of Khelo India Para Games, that age is no bar, and players are walking from each arena. Players are coming here with international backgrounds, international experiences as well, Abhishek.
Right, Deepika, also, before we leave you, for any nation to become a sporting nation, work at the grassroots level is essential, very important. You think this is another step in that direction?
Indeed, Abhishek, when we talk about the entire Khelo India scheme, we saw the results of the entire Khelo India scheme in the Asian Games, where Ab Ki Baar 100 Ke Baar was the motto, and we saw the government achieving that motto. We saw the players achieving that motto, and we crossed that 100 medal mark. The same was the condition in the Para Asian Games as well, and we saw a stupendous performance over there as well. So this was all under the Khelo India scheme ambit, and now they've taken Para Games also under the ambit of Khelo India. And when we talk about the dreams, expectations, reality, and the results, then we also have to consider that the government has doubled, almost tripled the budget for sports over here. This has been done by the central government. And when we talk about this particular inaugural edition of Khelo India Para Games, not only it is about the budget, but a 360-degree approach that we should consider over here, because we are also witnessing the sports science conclave, where the government is also trying to side by side inculcate the sense and significance of sports science and high performance. That is very much important, not only for the athletes, but also for the coaches to understand and pass it on to the players, Abhishek.
Right, Deepika, we're running short of time, I'm afraid. We'll leave it at that. Thanks for your views. All right, well, let's go across to Karni Singh shooting range now, where DD India's Narayan Singh is joining us with more information. Narayan, how has been the buzz there at Karni Singh shooting range? Athletes participating in huge numbers, and how has been the level of the competition?
Abhishek, very we talk about this event at the Karni Singh shooting range. Immense, we can say the atmosphere is electrifying, and the way our athletes are happy with the inclusion of the Para Games in the ages of the Khelo India. They are saying that actually the most important thing is that about the exposure. Here they are getting the exposure, and if you talk about the Para Games, they have little opportunities. In that sense, they don't have many tournaments, and with the improvement, with the inclusion of the Para Games in the Khelo India, they are getting that exposure. And apart from that, if you take a look here, the competition is immense, because today, as in the 10-meter air pistol event, we saw that Manish Narwal, who is the Tokyo Paralympic gold medalist, he also won a medal at the Para Asian Games. Srinal Adana, and the many young players were also competing here. So it's a fantastic ground to compete, where the veterans of the game who have won medals at the international level for the country and the new budding athletes are competing with each other. And in that sense, it is giving a platform, it is giving an environment to the budding athletes of the international events like Olympics and Paralympics and Asian Games. When they will go there, already they would have an experience of a mega event. And in that sense, our athletes are, because of that thing, they are getting exposure. That's why they are excelling at the international events also.
Right, Naran, thanks for the time being, but keep tracking this. We'll keep taking updates from you. All right, India's national shooting coach Deepak Dubey and parachuter Singraj Adana shared their experiences of Khelo India Para Games in New Delhi. Listen in.
The incorporation of the Para Games in the Khelo India series is a wonderful initiative by the government, and to talk more on this, we are joined by the shooting coach Deepak Dubey and our parachuter Singraj Adana. Both of you, very warm welcome. And Deepak sir, first time at the first edition of the Para Khelo India Games. How you look this initiative? How it will help the para athletes in India?
Actually, we can say this is the initiative taken by the government and the vision and mission of the sports activities in our country, and all credit goes to our direction by our government, and especially all the credit goes to our Prime Minister because of the lay down to the ground. And especially for the para athlete, it is amazing performance, and the Khelo India itself, it says the benchmark set by all the athlete, not even the regular athlete and the para athlete also. They are also performing in the Olympic level. Recently, they also won nine quota till so far for the Paris. So this is the first time, and the arrangement by the Sport Authority of India and all the participants from all over our nation, I think it is a very good achievement for all of us.
And we are also joined by the para-athlete, parachuter who has also won the medal at the highest level, Singraj Adana. A very warm welcome. Singraj, if you take a look at the initiative, on 14th October, PM Modi said that in the IOC meeting that mentioned about the Para Khelo Games, and within a span of less than 2 months, they are on the ground. How you look this initiative in a fast track, working in a government is working in a fast track mode, and in a short span they are converted into reality. इसको कैसे देखते हैं आप?
मोदी है तो संभव है. जैसा कि आप जानते हैं कि इंडिया में आज जो क्रेज़ है, चाहे स्पोर्ट्स का, चाहे एजुकेशन का, गवर्नमेंट चेंज होने के बाद बहुत ज़बरदस्त परिवर्तन आया है. और अभी हाल ही में सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट ने जो खेलो इंडिया जो गेम शुरू करा है, पैरा गेम्स का, वो बहुत ही ज़बरदस्त है. आने वाले टाइम में फ्यूचर में इंडिया स्पोर्ट्स का हब बनने वाला है.
दीपक, इफ़ यू टेक अ लुक एट द number of medals we won at the Para Asian Games, 111. Never in a multi-sports event India has done this. Do you think the initiative, the personal accountability of the PM Modi towards the athlete, because of that thing, the privates and the corporates are also coming ahead, coming forward, and taking a crucial role in the development of the Indian sports?
Guidance, it is more important. Now the lead of our leader is the way he is looking our sports, and all over the corners, not only for the FOP area, but you have the sports science. You can see we have developed in sports science also, and we are taking benefit of that. And so that the range we are standing here, the first Khelo India for shooting is standing here, and now first Khelo India for this para athlete also. So we are lucky to have in their governance, and we are performing and achieving.
The way government has done for the sports person, for the para sports, it is clearly visible, and our athletes are breaking all the previous records. And because of that, we are seeing that in all the major international events, whether they are for the abled athletes, for the para athletes, our athletes are doing exceptionally well. And in the coming mega events also, we will see this trend will continue. With camera person Gaurav, Narayan Singh, DD India.
And Narayan Singh catches up with parachuter Simran Sharma. She says that the government's decision to organize the Para Games will stand the para athletes in good stead. Listen in.
There is a stiff competition taking place between our athletes in the inaugural edition of the Khelo India Para Games, and right now we are joined by Simran, who won silver medal in the 10-meter air rifle women's as such standing event. Simran, a very warm welcome. How was the competition here? You won silver medal. What type of competition you faced from your rivals here?
I was really excited for it, and I was really prepared with my mentality also and physically also that I can do it. And there were some problems also between match, but I handled them.
How you look this platform for the, especially for the para athletes, that it will give a boost to their morale, it will give a boost to their career, considering the fact that exposure is the most important thing for athletes. So do you think it is the government has struck the right chord here?
Yes, I think that it is a very good platform because the more exposure we have, the more experience we have, we learn many things from it, and it will help a lot to achieve more things in future. So yeah, government has done a good job because when it was first Khelo India games and I just started shooting, and I was like, I have to also play. I wish that I also be a part of in Khelo Indias, and this time the Prime Minister has done the dream come true, and now I'm a silver medalist in Khelo India games.
So you are looking at how excited our athletes and how happy they are by participating in this inaugural edition of the Khelo India Games. The most important thing is that here they will get an exposure, and whenever they will go for any international competition, they will act like an experienced athlete. With camera person Gaurav, Narayan Singh, DD India, Delhi.
And Paralympian shooter Rubina Francis bagged gold medal with a total score of 233.1 in women's 10-meter air pistol standing SH1 event of the ongoing first Khelo India Para Games. DD India's Narayan Singh got in an exclusive conversation with the shooter to know more about her journey and her views of the transformational sporting landscape in India.
We are joined by Rubina Francis, who won gold medal at the Khelo Para Games in the 10-meter air pistol SH1 event. Rubina, a very warm welcome. How you look this platform of Khelo India Para Games for the athlete, considering the first time it is happening under the aegis of Khelo India?
It's been a great opportunity for the younger ones to come and show their talent. This is the year we are senior athletes are playing, just because it was a first time, and to play and to give a next level podium. So it's a great opportunity to every athlete.
Talk about the exposure. It's a very important element for any athletes. And do you think this exposure is going to help our para athlete immensely?
Surely they will give a brilliant help, because Khelo India has a scheme towards the fellow athletes to give some first, second, third. I think so. They have some money and everything also, so they can have a good future.
If we talk about the Para Olympics in Tokyo also, there is also a stupendous performance we witnessed. So what's the reason you find behind this performance of athletes if you compare it with the past?
Comparing to other years in Paralympics to Asian Games, it's been a support of SAI. Like every sports have the back of SAI. They really give a brilliant support for us, like funding, everything. So they basically not invest in careers, but obviously for the future of the country also.
If you take a look at the way PM Modi always we take a look after returning from the Hangzhou, China, he met with the players, he interacted with the para athletes, also our able-bodied athletes. So how do you think this stance from the government side, how it motivates you as an athlete?
As a PM of India, like compared to other countries, they never get to contact with athletes, but our country, India, has a great PM that they have opportunity to meet them, and he's very good leader of our country. So that give us a level of motivation.
So there is a great motivation for athletes from the top leadership of the country, and also the kind of performance they have delivered in the recent past. It is stupendous, and with the right kind of encouragement and with the introduction of the para games in the Khelo India series, they are very, we can say happy, and they are on cloud nine. And in the coming time also, with this motivation, they will win more medals for the country at the various international events. With camera person Gaurav Narayan Singh, DD India, Delhi.
All right, let's shift focus to hockey now. India taking on Germany in the semi-finals of the Hockey Men's Junior World Cup 2023 in Kuala Lumpur. Germany leads the match 2-1 after the end of 2 quarters, that is half-time. India qualified for the Final Four after a thrilling 4-3 win over the Netherlands in the quarterfinal, with Captain Uttam Singh scoring a penalty corner in the 57th minute to seal the win. Indian team will have to play out their skins to win the match, as Germany holds the record of securing the title 6 times. All right, football now. The 2023-2024 season of the UEFA Champions League, the last one that will be held in the current format, is set to enter its business stage following the conclusion of the group stage. Manchester United were the biggest casualties, dropping out of European football altogether after finishing last in Group A. Arsenal, meanwhile, is through in Group B on their return to the big stage following a 6-year absence. As group winners, Mikel Arteta's side will face one of the runners-up. All right, that's all we have in this edition of Sports Buzz. You stay tuned for more news and updates. Namaskar.
Wherever